Good day everyone. Today we are going to see a new chapter, application of integrals. Actually, in this one, we will be finding the area bounded by circle, ellipse or a parabola and a line like that. So many models we will be dealing with. Before going into that chapter, first I will tell you how to identify the given equations in a sum. Then only we will be able to do the sums there, right? So, now first we will see straight lines. X plus 2y is equal to 5. When you see that equation, you have an x, you have y and you have a constant. It is called actually, the first degree equation in x and y. That always represents a straight line. That is what you can say and nothing more than that. Only when you solve and find the points, you will be knowing which slant it is like that. Now let us just write it represents a straight line. Okay. Now, let us see these two. Y is equal to 4x. X is equal to minus 2y. In these two equations, you don't have a constant term. You have only x term and y term. That means they represent straight lines which passes through the origin. That is, it passes through the point 0, 0. Now, here you have a plus sign. Here you have a minus sign. What does that imply actually? First let me write. This represents a straight line passing through the origin. Okay. So whenever you have an x term and y term and there is no constant, that will represent straight lines passing through the origin. If you have both x and y as positive, that line will pass through the first quadrant and third quadrant. If you have a negation on one side, that will represent straight lines passing through the second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay. Now, let us come to this one. You have x is equal to a by root 2. Y is equal to 2a. Here, you have either x or y and then a constant on the other side. The a is a constant, right? So here, if you have x is equal to some constant, that represents a straight line parallel to the y-axis. Okay? So this one refers to a straight line parallel to y-axis. If you have y is equal to some constant, this is straight line parallel to x-axis, right? That is, you have like this, some line parallel to y-axis, that will be given as x is equal to some constant. If you have a line parallel to x-axis, you will have y is equal to some constant. So, this is about straight line. Okay. So, now we have seen three types. One is just a straight line where you will have an x, you will have y, you will have some constant. Then you will have x and y but not a constant. Those straight lines passes through the origin. Then you will have x is equal to some constant and y is equal to some constant like that. That means they represent lines parallel to either y-axis or x-axis. Okay. First, this is the preliminary thing. Now let us see circles. In circles, you have only circles with center 0, 0. That is, they will be of the format x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, where r is called the radius and the center will be 0, 0. Okay. So now I have given you two equations here. X squared plus y squared is equal to 4. The 4 you can write it as 2 squared. So you know the center is 0, 0, right? Then the radius will be here 2 units. The radius is 2 units. Okay. Now see the second equation. 4x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 25. This also represents a circle with the center 0, 0. But you cannot find the radius straight away because the coefficients of x squared and y squared are here not 1. So you should have 1, then only you can straight away write the radius. So what will I do now? I will divide this equation throughout by 4. So I will get x squared plus y squared is equal to 25 by 4, which is 5 by 2 the whole square. Now I know the center is 0, 0. The radius will be 5 by 2 units. Okay. So you have only circles of this type. So I am stopping with this. So always to find the radius of a circle, you make the coefficient of x squared and y squared as 1 and then you find the radius. Okay, is it clear? Now let us see parabolas. Okay, I have given you 4 equations here. Now look at 1 and 2. Here you have y squared is equal to 4x. Here you have y squared is equal to minus 4x. In the parabolas, you have only standard parabolas. That is, the vertex will be 0, 0, right? So, for all these 4, your vertex is going to be only 0, 0. So, first let me write vertex is 0, 0. That is the point number 1. Next, you should know what is the axis of symmetry. That is, the parabola will be symmetrical either about x-axis or about y-axis. So, you should know the axis of symmetry. Because you have your y squared here, the axis of symmetry will be x-axis. Okay, that will be x-axis. Then the third thing you should know is on which side will the parabola open. Okay, now if you have a equation y squared is equal to 4x, this will open to your right. So it is opening rightwards. So these are the 3 points you should know about a parabola. Vertex, axis of symmetry, on which side it is opening, right? Now, if you consider this y squared is equal to minus 4ax, minus 4x, vertex is 0, 0, axis of symmetry is x-axis, no change in that. Those two will hold good for this also. Only thing is, this will open leftwards, that is the difference. Okay, so when you consider y squared is equal to, the vertex is going to be 0, 0, the axis of symmetry is going to be x-axis. If here it is positive, it will open rightwards. If there is a negation, it will open leftwards. Now let us come to 3 and 4. In these two, you have x squared on the LHS, right? When you have an x squared, for everything I already told you, the vertex is going to be 0, 0. So there is no change in all these 4 standard parabolas. Now, the vertex is 0, 0. Here, the y-axis will become the axis of symmetry. Okay? Because you have an x squared, this will become the axis of symmetry for both 3 and 4. Now, when you have a positive, that is 4y, that is a positive sign, this will open upwards. Okay? This will open upwards. Here, when you have x squared is equal to minus 4y, these two are same thing. Here, this will open downwards. Now, let me just show you the simple figure. Okay? For the first one, your figure will be like this. It will go like this. Okay? For the second one, this will go like this because it is leftwards. For the third one, it will go upwards. For the fourth one, it will come like this. Okay? This is y squared is equal to 4x. This is y squared is equal to minus 4x. X squared is equal to 4y. X squared is equal to minus 4y. So, these are all the 4 types of standard parabolas which you should know. Now, let us see modulus function. That is, when you are getting y is equal to mod x minus 2, how are we going to represent it in that area sums? Now, any mod function has 2 interpretations. First, equate whatever is inside the modulus to 0. So, you will get the x value as 2, right? Now, your mod x minus 2, that is that y, that will be equal to x minus 2, that is positive, when your x is greater than or equal to 2. It will be equal to minus of x minus 2 when the x is lesser than or equal to 2. So, actually you will be getting 2 straight lines. One is y is equal to x minus 2, other is y is equal to minus of x minus 2. Those 2 straight lines you will get like a V graph, and that will be the picture, that will be the graph you will be drawing for the modulus function. Now for this one, actually it is like this. You have O, you have x, you have x dash, y and y dash. The first y is equal to, first mark this point, this is 2, 0, right? So the first one will go like this. The second negation will come like this. It will be a V graph which will meet at the point 2, 0. Because your x value is 2, they will be meeting as 2, 0. Suppose you get here x plus 3, they will be meeting at x is equal to minus 3. So minus 3 comma 0. If you just get y is equal to mod x, they will meet at the point 0 comma 0. But always you will get two straight lines which will be like a V shape, two straight lines meeting at that point whatever be your x value. So hope you have understood all these preliminaries. So then we will see how to do the sums using all these interpretations and find the area of the figures in the next video. Thanks for watching the video. You subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notifications of further videos. Thank you.